Well, anyway, so I'm watching here a little bit. I just got done watching Grimm's Toy Show, but, the thing, when I was a supervisor, like I said, what went bad, ultimately, why I was looking for a different job was, basically, I think it was 2 backroom assistant managers and the general department manager, who was an assistant manager, that was causing me some grief and trouble. The general department manager at Shopko Hometown, like I said, was always telling everyone and customers that I was not Shopko, I was Walmart. So, and ultimately I wound up, all of a sudden, somehow by some luck, getting back into Gordy's. Yes, I was in Gordy's before Shopko, but I don't really count it on applications. So, and that was the thing too that got into me, was, cause I was crying quite a lot when I gotten home from work, working at Shopko. I didn't have any problems with the other 2 that were technically supervisors. The one that was the customer service specialist, and the other sales floor supervisor. So, but like I said, I just don't know, with some of it, but, and that was always the thing, was, make sure your area was well cleaned and well stocked. And I think they said as long as you did that, you didn't get a visit from the assistant manager. But, like, as for, like, Menards is going, like, I don't want to say too much to people, because I know they would look at me funny. But I've had, panic attacks. I've legitimately felt my, heart racing, and I felt like, and I don't want to say this, like I was about to have a heart attack at work when they would leave me out in the parking lot alone and I couldn't keep up. After I hurted my shoulder, I always thought about what their assistant manager Craig told me, and he said he didn't want me out in the parking lot alone after hurting my shoulder like that. And I don't know what happened to them not wanting me out there alone. But like I said, I don't know why Amber Vatique unfriended me on Facebook. I didn't say anything to her, let alone anything bad. But, like, I don't want to tell her, if I find a different job and I give the 2-week notice, it does serve you guys right if, and I guarantee it will happen. The next person you get, the one that replaces me, is probably going to tell you guys off. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but they will tell you where to go. And they'll say, why are you doing this, and da-da-da. They'll notice, like, what I did, and all that. Like, back when I was trained for a department manager, I think the other sales associate, Daniel, I think he went to assistant manager Troy and asked him if he could be trained for department manager like I was, and Troy pretty much told him, no, we don't want you to be trained for that. It's only going to be Levon or Lynn, your actual department manager, that can talk to these vendors and doing department managerial stuff. So after Walmart trained me for department manager, right when I came back from having been diagnosed with SODU tumor, they were using me 90% of the time as a department manager. So towards the end, before Walmart wrongfully fired me, I was, I was being used as a department manager or dairy department, frozen, and bakery towards the end. Because I was told those were my responsibilities, even though I was not officially a department manager. I even was once made to go to a department manager meeting as a sales associate. And I'll admit this, it felt awkward. Because I was only sales associate there, and here the department managers were begging and groveling to the store manager about the sales in the departments being down. And they all told him, we'll get our sales back up, don't you worry. And they were like kissing at his feet, begging for forgiveness. All the department managers were, and saying what they were going to do to up the sales for their departments. So, and like with Menards, like I don't want to say is, they've been treating me real bad, and what people don't realize is, and that's why I thank God for what Walmart did. And they would say all that matters so long as you didn't slip, trip, or fall, and you didn't run to get to this carry out. You got in what you needed to. You didn't get hit by a car. And there was no damage to anyone's vehicles caused by you rushing to get this carry out. So, and that's the thing I don't really want to tell people. It's a tough one to talk about, Like with Menards, it's like they don't even bother to tell their customers that they call guests. It is going to take our cart pusher, carry out, courtesy attendant, courtesy associate, stockman, 5-10 minutes to get here. Could you wait in here? Wait right here. We'll point them out for you. They'll get here the best they can. We just don't want them getting hurt. And that's what shocked me with today. Amber literally told me pretty much the way it sounded, to get hit by a car. And like I said, with running around a parking lot, you don't know if there's a car in back of you. You could tell if there's one in front of you, obviously. But it's the in back of you story, and you don't know if anyone's going to try backing out. If you turn around, you could easily get hit by a car and be out cold in that parking lot. And that's another reason why I might have to seriously do like Christina, store manager at Shackle Hometown, told me. And I might have to report Amber Vitique to OSHA. Because, like I said, if the store gets fined, it's not my fault. It's just because, really, why can't you tell the customers to wait instead of telling us to leave shopping carts in back of customers' vehicles that are parked? You don't know if they're going to be backing out trying to get out of there. And I don't want to say this. And the other option, why leave carts in the middle of the road in front of the store just to go do a carry out? Customers who are going to get upset about that. Plus, some of them, they don't pay attention and they're on their phone. They'll go hit them shopping carts and it'll cause damage to their vehicles. Now, for instance, if I turn around and someone's not paying attention and I'm in that middle of the road and they hit me and I'm out cold because I turned around and I get smoke and I have broken bones now. Now I can't do that carry out and you're going to chew me out when you have to haul me in an ambulance. You know, that ain't called being safe or safety conscious on this. And that's the word to say on this. When you're a supervisor, you do gotta think about the safety of your employees too. And being fair and equal and no favoritism. Because I think, like with Shackle, they told me I could not be friends with anyone under me nor above me. If I did, I would risk being demoted. Like they said, you couldn't take any gifts or you'd be demoted too and coached. You couldn't cashier anyone that was related to you or you were friends with, or you would be in trouble too. Another thing is you couldn't give out too less of change or too much, or else you got written up. So there was a lot of things I can kind of point out with it. You know, I always say this with a safety conscious mind, but this is not the first time that I was told this by Menards and they wanted me getting hit by a car, basically. I kind of look at it this way. You know, when I do get a different job, you know, even a lot of places have told me that they felt Menards was holding me back. And that's where I don't want to tell Menards that, because then they'll get mad at me. But, you know, it's just a lot of work lately when you know your job isn't going good. So, I don't know.